Tonight's regular council meeting is now in session. Today's date is Monday, June 27th. The time is now 7:41. Roll call, Ms. Randolph.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Present.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Present.
Councilman Deron Daniels.
Present.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter.
Present.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber. Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson.
Present.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Present.
We have 7 who are present. Mayor, we do have a quorum.
Vice Mayor Stinson will be giving the prayer.
Father God, we come to you thanking you, Father God, thanking you for another day, Father God. We'd like to thank you for being Jehovah Jireh, our provider, Jehovah Rapha, our healer, and Jehovah Shalom, the God of peace. And we're asking for Jehovah Shalom to show up tonight and be the God of peace so that we can work for the residents here in the village of Lincoln Heights. In your son Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
And Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Motion order for acceptance of the agenda.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Motion order for the special counting meeting minutes from June 16th with any necessary corrections.
Motion.
Second. It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any nays? No. All right. Announcements. Councilman Daniels?
No announcements at this time.
Okay. Councilwoman Childs Jeter?
No announcements at this time.
Okay. Councilwoman Phyllis Baber?
No announcements, thank you.
Okay. All right. Councilwoman Tanya Key?
No announcements, Mayor, thank you.
Okay. Any announcements, Vice Mayor?
I have no announcements.
Okay. Councilwoman Mitchell?
No, Mayor.
Ms. Powdrill?
I'll save them for the village manager report, if that's okay with you.
Okay, all right. I have a couple. I want to let everyone know that the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, Hamilton County Commissioner Alicia Reese, founder, officially invites you to attend the induction ceremony and dedication celebration, which will be open to the public. It's a free event, and it will be held Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, from 12 to 3 p.m. at the Andrew Brady Music Center. Also, I want to thank Dog Queen Kennels for having giving back to the community yesterday for their Darion Henry second annual day. And so we want to thank all the residents that were able to attend, and he says thank you for them. Darion, as you know, went to Ohio State for play defensive end on a 4-year scholarship, which now he's transitioned to go to UK, and he's doing great things, and he wants to always reach out to his community that he was born and raised to give back to the community. So he just wants to thank all the ones that were able to come out to attend. That's all that I have. Okay. So next, we are going to have hearing from the residents, and we have a Mr. Tyshawn Thomas, owner of Bag Chasers / Team Grinders. I'll probably pronounce it incorrectly, but you can talk for yourself, Mr. Thomas.
Hello, how y'all doing today?
Good.
Hello.
My name is Tyshawn Thomas, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm also in college, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I was looking forward to talking to y'all today about my business, and I know y'all have a lot of events going on, and I wanted to know if I could be a part of any of the events y'all have. I also have business cards to pass out to everyone, and if everyone's okay with looking at it, it has contact information as well, so you can talk about where the address is, because I didn't put the address on the card. That's my bad. I apologize. But also, I make my own clothes. My father is here, and he's wearing some of the clothes I made. I make shoes as well. I didn't bring none of my shoes, and I also make clothes in store, which is like what the hat is. The hat is made in store, and I hope y'all like my presentation. Thank you.
Did you make your dad's shoes?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
I make them on a website on this card if you want to look at it.
Mr.
Well, so not
Yeah.
if, but can I give you the card?
He needs to turn
Mr.
around so
Thomas,
we
you
can
want
see
to
the whole
model,
thing.
you want to model the,
That's nice.
You gotta turn around. You gotta show the back.
That is wonderful, yeah.
Very nice.
I make dresses as well and a lot of different things. I didn't post everything on my website, but it's stuff I can add if y'all would like to add. Well, add your own opinion. It's like if you want something specific, I can make it in store or it can be online. But most of the stuff online is more consist of my characters. And then I have a signature logo as well, which just says Bag Chasers. The abbreviation is BAGGCZ. And I call myself Mr. Bag Chasers.
so, Mr. Thomas, I know, I'm gonna leave it to the council members. Y'all have any questions for Mr. Thomas?
Where are you located?
Yeah.
I am located in Beachmont. I know this is out of the range. Basically, it's all the way on the other side of the city. That's how it feels to me. But I was wondering if I could just come and be a part of y'all, well, most of your events, a vendor. And then we also do like book bag giveaways for like kids when school come back and stuff like that. It's a lot of different things. That's why I brought my father. I wanted him to speak as well, but it's more support at the same time. But if y'all will allow him to speak, can I bring him up?
Before you do that, Mayor, can I ask him a question?
Yeah, she wants to ask you a
So,
question,
Tasha,
but he-
where do you go to college?
I'm going to college to Thomas More University. This is my second year. I just came from Campbellsville University, which is in Kentucky as well. But nobody really hears about it. People always say, "Where's that?"
It's
I'm like,
small.
it's really small. Yes,
Majoring in?
I'm majoring in business, of course. So, sorry, can I bring my father
yes,
up now?
you can bring that up. I want, while he's coming up, I'm gonna let them know how we met. So yesterday, Mr. Thomas, my dog kennels had reached out for vendors to attend the event yesterday. And so this young man pops up with a little table, and I walked up to him and started talking to him. And he was so energetic and exciting to tell me about the entrepreneurship that he's involved with. And I was just so excited to find out how young he was at 19 years old. So I invited him to come out, and he had been in the village the day before, and he did have some little success. I was worried whether or not he was going to get some sales, but he did get some sales while he was at the event yesterday. And so I just invited him to come out because we want to always celebrate young people, whether they live in Lincoln Heights. But the fact that he came to Lincoln Heights to want to have his pop-up shop and try to, he got some young folk bought some of his clothes yesterday, I must add. And they, one of them, my granddaughter, she went, put hers on and came back and modeled the outfit. And so it was really cute. I was like, I ain't that old, I ain't that young for that outfit. But I just wanted to thank him for coming, and so, and it was some nice outfits. So I'm going to order something for my generation.
The fanny pack.
Yeah. So, Mr. Thomas, Dad.
Yeah, I'm just here for more support. He
Good.
literally just
Great.
told me about this probably a few hours ago and said I was supposed to come talk. I'm like, we not from Lincoln Heights. I really know nobody in Lincoln Heights. But we were just out here doing an event Saturday. So it kind of like made sense. So we really just here just promoting the fact that my son is a businessman. He's trying to expand. I told him, go out there and talk to people. Try to make yourself known. So
Excellent.
I'm here just to be like, yeah, all right, but I wasn't supposed to talk. I was supposed to just be here just looking at him, giving him pointers like, yeah, you shouldn't say this. But he doing good, and I'm proud that he was able to at least secure this situation, no matter what it was. That's why, I'm here. But good job, man.
Madam Mayor.
What did I miss? Okay, so Team Grinders is a special conglomerate. We specialize in customizing T-shirts. We do music. We help entrepreneurs start their businesses. It's a long list. We work with a church. We do actual events for different community people, like football camps and stuff like that. So it's just more or less our business is about helping other businesses. But of course, we started making music and making clothing and this and that. So my son is basically taking over the clothing part because I don't have time to do that with you know, rapping and all the other things I do. But Team Grinders is just about, you know, networking with our people, making something happen. That's pretty much the gist of it all.
Okay.
Excellent.
I think Miss Childs Jeter.
I just want to give kudos to you, a father doing positive things with his son.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Keep
for
it
sure.
up and keep bragging about it.
Right. I mean, to give y'all some background, Thomas' name. Anybody know that name at all?
Yeah,
Mhm,
I
there's
know
some that
Thomas,
live
yeah.
out
Right.
here.
Timothy Thomas is my brother. When we had the riots in Cincinnati and all of that, so it's kind of like that's where it stems from. You feel me? So we come from that particular situation, and only people here is me and my kids because my mom left, everybody else left. So we trying to make the name mean more than just some police officer shot some kid. So.
Yeah.
And he's at the age that Tim was at, so I'm really like trying to walk with him on everything because we didn't have that opportunity. So yeah.
No, the artwork is amazing.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And the website is amazing. You have to come to the mic when you talk.
Mayor?
I came up with the whole design on the fact that I drew it first, and then I had got it graphically designed. The first character actually made is the one that I'm wearing right now, and he liked the character, so he calls himself the character or anything. But it's multiple characters, like 6 of them. One of them, they all involve currency logos, which are like around the world. I want it to be a global thing and diverse. Also, every character just means is showing unique. I want everything about my brand to be unique. I don't really want it to be like everybody else's.
You gonna do Bitcoin?
I did crypto.
There, I have something else to say. So, Mr. Thomas, I'd like to talk to you, the Lincoln Heights, or the Healthcare Connection. It has 2 fairs, one in Lincoln Heights here and one in Mount Healthy. And we are looking for individuals and organizations to donate some book bags for the kids for the health fair. So we'll have somebody from Healthcare Connection give you a call.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Madam Mayor. Thank you for
Have a good
coming.
day. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
Oh, one more question. You have another question?
It was more of a comment. I like what you said about staying unique. Stay very unique.
Right.
I'm just glancing through your website. It is very well put together.
Thank you.
Very good, and it looks like good quality.
Right.
Very fashionable.
Right.
Stay unique. Stay true to your trade. You'll go far.
Yes, ma'am.
We're proud
Thank
of you.
I
We're very
appreciate
proud
that.
of you.
Legally protect all your stuff.
Yes.
You got any of your stuff trademarked or service marked?
Trademark my characters and everything. I trademark my logos. I don't watermark my pictures yet, but I'm getting into that as well. I'm still growing. I actually grew. This is like the most I've done in a while since this year has happened. It's like I've done way more than I usually do in my past years. I've grown from being a bad person or hanging out with the wrong people to actually being by myself and actually learning how to love better and grow in different areas of my life.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's good. Very good.
Give me a call. I'll walk you through what I'm
He's the attorney.
He's the attorney.
Exactly.
Made quite an impression today.
For you, Tyshawn.
Young man, good luck.
Thank you. Do I need to leave or would I be able to stay?
You can go now.
I
All
just
right,
asked
thank
just in
you.
case. I hope y'all stay blessed. Thank you.
All right, you do the same. Take care.
Oh, what a blessed young man.
Yes. So now y'all know why I invited him. He was just
Yeah,
such a
thank you.
blessing to meet yesterday, and I was like, I knew y'all would enjoy him coming. Just so smart, and it's so nice to see that it's refreshing because it's a lot of young folk that's out there. We just have to be able to let them know, hey, we can listen to you all, and look what he doing.
Yeah,
Just
and
a
the
blessing.
father and the son,
Yes.
it touched me.
Yep. Okay.
Shopping.
All right. So next we have Miss Deborah Holloway.
Just an extension of the last one. Because the construction's gone farther, so I just wanted to make you aware of some things that were issues for us, so hopefully as you move to other streets, maybe
Okay.
they can be resolved. Well, first of all, today when I went out, the workers had left all their little, not all, but trash. So somebody needs to say something to them when they get finished with their water bottles and all of that stuff to put them in their truck or whatever they're gonna do, but not leave it in our yards. The second thing was, we have an issue of traffic anyway because we're the first street in Lincoln Heights on the north side. And this past week, when they've been pouring our aprons, people from other streets have been driving through the yards. I mean, literally up through the yards, you know, because the trucks are blocking the street because they're pouring the aprons. And that's not the company's fault, but I'm thinking, can the city or the company put a, you know, road closed, local traffic only? I don't know why people insist on coming up. They know the construction's being done. They know the big trucks are there, and they don't lose anything by going up Chicago. But for whatever reason, they still come up Wabash, and when they hit a truck, they literally drive up through people's yard as far, I mean, I've seen them go up as far as 4 yards in the grass. And prevent that, well, I don't think it's gonna happen when they start on the other side, because my yard's over there. And that'll be, y'all might be in mayor's court if they come. But anyway, but just, you know, moving forward, you know, you learn as you see things go. And like I said, that's not their fault, but I think something needs to be done to protect property. Because I was shocked, because I'm in my yard all the time. I was shocked how many people literally did that. So a few people turned around, but it was about 5 or 6 that just drove up through. I guess they saw the person ahead of them. They thought, oh, okay, that's a good idea, and they just did it. So that needs to be stopped. And the last thing I wanted to say was, I can't read my writing. What I brought up last week about the disconnect of our sprinklers. They filled in the yards now, but I never saw anybody come and reconnect. So if you can find out what's going on there, and hopefully they are just not throwing dirt over it so it looked like it's done. I mean, I'm not out there 24/7, but I'm out there most of the time, and I never saw like a special company or whatever that would be doing the sprinkler part come out and reconnect before they filled everything in.
Yes, Ms. Paldrew.
So can I, for just clarity, are you saying that the connection is outside on where the apron is, or in the street, or just for clarification, I need to understand where?
When they did the curbs, they dug up all the ground, and our sprinklers are in the yard between the sidewalk and the curb. So the pipes were just like up and just laying out on the ground. So they had been disconnected. And when they did the sidewalk, after they did the sidewalks and aprons, they started grading the yards back in between the I'm sorry, and I'm not looking at you guys, the curb and the sidewalk. And I'm like, okay, I never saw some specialty people that would be sprinkler people come out and reconnect before they put all that dirt back. So I'd like to make sure, kind of like a next step to what I said the last time.
Okay, I will check, and we have your phone number and your address. So we will follow up with you.
Okay. Safety committee, I looked on the calendar and I couldn't find you all's meeting date.
Wrong person right here.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You looked on the calendar and couldn't find.
I didn't, I might have missed it, I was looking quick, but when is your next meeting? To talk about the speed bumps you guys asked me last time to come to the safety committee.
We did discuss the speed bumps,
Oh,
and
you already had
information will be coming back, so you do need to be here at the next meeting, which will be the 3rd Monday. Safety and finance meet every 3rd Monday unless there is a holiday, then we go to the next day. And
Okay.
that is what happened with us. We had Juneteenth, and then we had to go to a Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see you at the next meeting.
Do I have to stay or can I go?
Do you? You got, oh, our clerk is gone.
I'm really drugged, that's why I said that, because I've had hand surgery on both of my hands Thursday, so I'm kind of.
Don't feel bad if you have to leave.
So if you don't, I mean.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Thank you for coming, Ms. Holloway.
And I'm still trying to support Chris when I get his number from you.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
That was,
Oh, thank you very much. All right. Okay, next we have, let's see, now we're to the regular agenda. It would have been communications to the clerk of council, but she's not here, so we'll just move on to communications from the mayor. I don't have a mayor's court report because that was given at the last meeting, but I did want to share some information regarding the letter that we sent out to our state reps and state senators. We did thank them regarding, on behalf of the village and the residents, thanking them regarding their successful efforts to securing $300,000 in funding from the state of Ohio for the renovation of Memorial Athletic Field Complex. So this is the letter, and we sent them out to our state reps and to our Ohio State senators in districts 9, I think, and 7. So they did get this letter that was out, and council, you also got this letter. This is actually to State Rep Cedric Denson, but all the other state reps did get this same letter thanking them for their efforts in helping us to secure the $300,000 for the renovations of Memorial Field. So if you need any copies of the other letters, I'll be glad to send them, but I didn't want to send all 10 emails because they were sent individually to all of them. But this is, since it's our district, since we're in District 33, there is a copy of this in your packet of what the actual letter said, and that it was sent to Cedric by email today. Okay. Let's see. Other information I wanted to give you regarding, we have been talking about the Old Bean property, and so I contacted Ms. Peterson, our tax administrator, because the company, we do know the company name is S&A Fleet at the 635 property on Shepherd, and they have not moved in the location yet, the trucking company, but they'll be moving, looks like by September, and she's going to be contacting them to find out as far as how many employees they're going to have, and if they're going to, you know, we had talked about them titling their trucks to the Village of Lincoln Heights. So that was information I wanted to give council regarding that as well.
Madam Mayor, can you clarify the name of that company again, please?
It's called S&A Fleet.
S-N-A?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So they're coming out of Hamilton, so they have not moved. They should be finished moving by September. And they had been, as you know, if you go down and visit where the Old Bean property, the junkyard, all the cars are gone. So it's been a journey for them to get it all cleared up. But if you ever get a chance, council, to visit that area, every single car is gone. And we know that the cars were almost all the way in the middle of that end of Shepherd, but they're now all gone. And that land is cleared out, but they'll be moving in that location, I think, by September. By September 1st, they expect to be in operation, by September 1st. So we will be finding out from our administrator regarding how many employees they're gonna have, and if they're gonna be, as far as it being a trucking company, we want to make sure that their license tags are licensed to the Village of Lincoln Heights, because that is revenue for us. And we want our residents to make sure when they get their tags that they list Lincoln Heights on there, so those generating dollars can come to the village as well. Okay. All right. Any other questions? That was my oral report. Is there a motion to accept the report?
May I ask not a question, but make a statement too?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
great information that we're giving them. We may want to add the restrictions on Shepherd Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I know we've been talking about it in safety.
Correct.
Yeah. And so, Ms. Chairman Jeters, if you have anything regarding the that company and the thing that's going on, make sure to reach out to us so we can give any information you need, since we know what we were talking about, trucks and stuff, in safety and in law, actually.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
would you circle that to tell me more about that later?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Because I was reading and I missed part of it. I did hear Ms. Key say something, but I don't want you to repeat it. You can tell me later.
Okay, all right. And that's all I have. So the motion still stands. Motion to accept the oral report.
So moved.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, next is communications from our village manager, her June 22 monthly report.
Thank you, Mayor. First item is under economic development. I wanted to share with you some of all of the line items that are going to be incorporated in the Memorial Field makeover. Big items, talked about some of these things already, but I just highlight them again. The baseball diamond, refreshing the concession stand, that it's already there. This is not related to the concession, the funding for the state of Ohio for capital improvements to build the other concession stand. Improving the signage, entryway signage, landscaping. There's some fence repairs, a couple of holes that have been opened around the field. Those are being repaired. The dugout, walking path. There's this one wish item is the parkour station, and those are just the stations around the walking path that could be potentially where you can sit and exercise on different types of equipment around the field. The big ticket item is the water, and I think that is something that everybody's talked about and needed on the field, and they're working towards bringing that to the field now. There's always been a question about how can the residents get involved. On June 9th, there's an opportunity for the residents to participate in helping to remove brush, put down seed, and lay straw. That is from 8 to 12. I will also do a robocall. I'll put it on Facebook, and I'll also put it on the website where the opportunities for residents to sign up and help out. They're looking for maybe about 10 residents, but I think if we have more, we can find more for the residents to do. And we've developed a sign-up sheet for that, so we plan on putting that on the website so we can track how many residents are interested. And we'll also make it available. If they want to stop into the village, they can also sign up in the village. One of the delays in the community Wi-Fi is identifying poles that we own or that Duke Energy owns that we can mount equipment to. We have resolved that issue. Most of or all of the poles that are in question that we would like to mount to are owned by Duke Energy. We're just resolving the agreement between Duke Energy and PowerNet to have the ability to do that. Once that happens, it will move really quickly because we will draw funds just to pay for the equipment, and they'll start to mount the equipment for phase 1 of the project. We're working on 4 catch basins that we're going to repair and reset. You have the addresses there on Bills, Mangum, Simpson and Smith, and Douglas and Adam. I've noted the accident in terms of what happened with the building outside. We have estimates, and we'll be moving forward with having the bay repaired. Earlier, I mentioned about the sheriff's contract. We are in negotiations with that. We haven't finalized that. I know it's been a long time. Since the end of the years, we're in the 6th month of the new year. But my follow-up from Jeff Alito, the administrator for the county, indicated that it looks very positive for us to get some relief on what we're paying on the sheriff's contract due to the additional resources in the village. And I didn't want to tell you, and it's not that, it doesn't end up being what it is, and so I'd rather have a final amount for you before I put that out there. We're still moving forward with Rita. We still have additional questions to ask. I'm just telling you the steps. I sent Mr. Desai an email about a question of between a municipal court and a civil court. I don't have the answer for that, and as we get an answer for that, I will also share back with you regarding that. But everything else, we're just right now just doing paperwork and moving that forward. The newsletter went out. Mr. Joe Shields and I are working on the annual report, and we're also doing an e-newsletter. For the e-newsletters, it's just like people, we're sending them to stakeholders in the community, the business community. So if you have names of individuals that you want the e-newsletter to go to, please send the email to me. The more people we can tell our story to, the better. So we're getting ready to prepare for another one, e-newsletter, as well as the annual newsletter. I'll give you dates on when we'll have that ready for you. The question was asked for Donna Pope, and the last question, I'm not going to speak about that. You guys can read that in my notes of other matters related to that. I also, as far as announcements, yard signs are available outside in the vestibule. You can pick up your yard sign that says the grass is greener in Lincoln Heights and cut your grass. Please take one. And then the final kind of, I guess, congratulations to Lincoln Heights, I like to say, to note that in 2021, we diverted 90 tons of metal, glass, plastics, and paper. So on average, each household in Lincoln Heights diverted 188 pounds in 2021. If you need additional recycling bins or containers, call 1-800-828-8171. And let me repeat that again. That's if you want a recycling container, that's 1-800-828-8171. And that's all I have for now.
Is there any questions for Ms. Padra?
Well, I have a statement to say. The recycling piece email that you received needs to come to the recycled chair, which you may not have known that. Okay, because during COVID, we kind of shut down. So I am the chair of the recycling piece and also want that information to go into the next newsletter so we'll know what we're doing out here, and also to encourage them to step it up. Some money should have been involved in that. I'm not sure what else the email says, but please forward what you get about the recycling program to me and also to the mayor. Okay, we actually got an award from We Thrive because of our first time around with recycling, and all the council members, and who wasn't a council member, I believe Ms. Key, got involved in passing out those blue bags that you probably saw here, along with all the information that you needed in order to properly recycle the material. They have added some things to it. So I noticed that on the top of my recycling can, they did stick a thing on there that tells you what you can put into that bin. So we also need to remind people to do that, because sometimes they put stuff in there that should not be in there, and it makes it difficult for them to pick the materials up, and we need to do that. So that's that, and I'm sorry you didn't know that, but we're good now. So the second thing is that I want to say thank you, because we did have our second visit from the enforcer, the code enforcer, I believe, has a different name that we didn't change. That hasn't been changed by council. Is there a different name other than code enforcement?
It's just a compliance term that he used to build goodwill with the residents.
Okay, so he did come and he represented you very well, and we appreciated him being here. It was a joyful evening, and I say that because we got a chance to ask questions, and he gave us answers, and it was a learning opportunity, you know. I know he's coming quarterly, but he can drop in anytime he wants to address what's going on out there out in the village of Lincoln Heights. Also, Miss May Daniels sent a thank you to council and you for what he did for them on Jackson Street. They had an issue, 2 houses, and he helped to correct that. So, you know, when we know someone's doing something good, we give them their thank you. So I thank you for that, and I will say that I won't complain for the rest of this month about what's not happening out there. And also, your signs are a little too late for me, where it says the grass is greener. Due to the heat, the grass is brown. But I will pick up my signs and put them in the yard. It just won't represent the green on there right now. So thank you again.
Thank you very much, Councilwoman Childs Jeter. We really do appreciate it, and I will also relay that, those good comments to the code enforcer.
He got it because I called him May Davis or something, and he made some, whatever name, my last name, he said he corrected it and told us exactly what he did. So, yeah.
Vice Mayor?
I was thinking about the volunteers for Memorial Field. This would be a good opportunity. Maybe we could reach out to Mr. Franklin and the team and see if maybe some of those parents would like to come and help that day. Maybe, I always say it, when you work on something, you appreciate it more. So with that being said, maybe seeing the hard work being put into Memorial Field, it could be appreciated more. That's it.
Ms. Mitchell?
Thank you.
Ms. Powder, on page 3, you talked about the blighted properties, but there are no attachments. Or is there something we need to be, that you're going to give us? It says the blighted property checklist is completed.
So it should have been discussed at the last safety meeting. It's in my notes, I wanted to share with the committee that it is a process. We are working to provide for the chair a document that lists the property, what the issue is, and our next step is this week to reevaluate the platform. So now that we have all of the information, and let me just, while we're giving kudos, let me just give kudos to Ayanna Jordan for the work that she's doing in the village. Her work is exceptional. She's an absolute asset to the village. So she is one of your jewels, and I just want to say she has been amazing in helping. So we're putting that packet together, but it's not going to stop there. We want to be able to put that information into a platform so that we just push a button and it'll give the safety chair just a list of where we are on those blighted properties, in addition to the code enforcement. So what I'm doing, hopefully tomorrow, is that we will have the new director of finance as well as Ayanna evaluate that platform. Now, the code enforcer and the director of public works has already gone through it, and they're all for it. But I want to just have some other eyes on it to, hey, will this work? Is this sustainable? Because I know we're always talking about, oh, well, the forms are here. It's back there in that file. Well, one thing that I love about the new director of finance is he doesn't like paper. And I think that having stuff in a place in a cloud or wherever that is that we all have access to is better. And so we will evaluate that, and then I'll come back and hopefully have a positive recommendation for council.
So with that being said, so we're not going to actually see the, the property checklist right away. And it says that the steps of blight based on what is in American Legal Publishing. You mean in our administrative code?
Correct.
Okay. So are we trying to do a new blighted property document that says these are blighted? Because we have a blighted document, right? We have something that says these are blighted properties, and some of those are probably still blighted. Some of them are probably taken away. So you're saying we're going to do a new document that says, that identifies a blighted area. So in the event someone says, the county, the state, somebody says, oh, okay, we have all this money to get rid of blight. We already have it that it's going to be passed by council. Is that what we're trying to do, or just a document that lists them, or are we going to identify a blighted property area?
I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think the code says that it has to be recommended from the village manager to council if it's blighted or not. So what we're trying to do is really just say, what are the blighted properties are in the village? What is the process based on the code to, what is that step process? And then at what point does the village manager make a recommendation to council of what's the next step? And I believe that's what the way don't correct me if I'm wrong, I don't have it definitive, but that is the process that Ayanna has worked on and done a very good job of creating that step by step. It's just a document for anybody who is picking up, for the code enforcer. If they didn't know, they will know now, because it's documented and clearly step by step of what needs to happen, even to the point of it could be taking legal action.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
I believe you sent a document to clerk of the blighted properties, the address and the street. You sent that. Everyone didn't get it?
I did send that, but it's even more detailed.
But that's okay. That's what I asked for some time ago. I just want to know where the houses are. So when I drive down, I can look over there and say, yeah, I think so. You know, at least I know where it is, and that all the council should know where it is. You sent that document, and I thought everyone got a copy. You didn't? Just me?
Got it. No, I got it.
Just us? The two of us?
No, she sent it to all the council.
That's what I
We have a
thought. Yeah, all
blighted
the
document? Does it say blighted, or?
I think it says blighted, but I know she sent it.
I think
Yeah, it was sent out.
Madam, it was in my, what's it, June? What was last month? May report, I believe.
A list of
Written
them?
report. Yeah. And ultimately, what I want to happen with this report is that you hold the administration accountable. Because we tend to not get any detraction or movement in a positive way. Hold us accountable for what's on that sheet, to making sure that we are contacting the residents and holding them accountable as well. Because we can't, and even with the properties that we own, how can we say you have to clean up your property if we don't take care of our own? So that is a good way to hold the administration accountable for that.
Hold on, Ms. Mitchell. Councilman Daniels.
No, to that point, just one that we own, 1134 Jackson, because I brought that one up at the last one. Just it hasn't been touched all year long at that point, so it's in between Mr. King and also Mr. The Browns as well. But 1143 Jackson Street as a one that we own that we definitely need to take care of.
Is that across the street?
Madam,
Is that across the street from the garden?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's, yeah, that's the,
And Councilman Daniels, I think they are working on that, or they have worked on that. So I will check. I know when we talked about it, and I will check it because that was an address that they gave me and said they did work on that. So I will follow up on that as well. Thank you.
Okay. Any more on this end?
Yeah, well, I just want to ask the clerk of council if she will send that list back out again. And you can send them, every time you update something, you can send it to us, Manager Powdrell. It would be helpful to us, and you may not have to listen to us talk to you about it if we have the information in front of us, knowing that we are working on that. Good job.
Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilman Daniels, can you give me the address again?
1143 Jackson Street.
All right, I think Ms. Mitchell has another question.
yeah.
Okay.
About doing a couple things on the tax, it says the tax administrator is in the process of cleaning up files. What does that mean? When you say cleaning up files?
So she's just making sure when we make that first transition, making sure they're good files that are transitioning. So what's gonna, there's not just one, what's the word I use in it? They scrub the list. And so it's gonna be extraction. That's the word I'm looking for. So when they extract the files, making sure that those files are complete. Because I'm sure there are fields, and a field may be missing, so it may say, or it may have the wrong zip code. It may say it should be 45215, and it says 45225, something like that.
Okay. And when you mentioned the annual newsletter, you're talking about that annual report that was due 45 days after the start of the year.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
So now you're not waiting until the audit, because the audit for 2 years ago, at this point, really doesn't affect what we did last year. So you are going to, you're not waiting for the audit to be done, right? We're going
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm taking the information that was in CMI for 12/31/2021.
Okay. And when can we expect that?
We're working on it, and I hopefully within the next couple of weeks that we'll be completed with that.
Okay. And the e-newsletter, the e-newsletter comes to us?
It's a digital.
Right, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that we see.
I think you're all on the email for that. I think so. But please send me more information, more email addresses if you want. I think I got all the commissioners and Mr. Desai and vendors. So if there's people in your circle of influence that you want to know more about Lincoln Heights, just give me their email address and I'll add them to the list.
Okay. All right, if there's nothing further, is there a motion to accept the manager's,
Madam, Ms. Charles Jeter, I'll go after Ms. Charles.
Oh, I was waving my hand back and forth, but for volunteers, did you check with Lincoln Heights Missionary Baptist Church? Because they'd love to do that kind of work.
I will send an email.
Contact Reverend Jones and ask him for some volunteers for that day. They always been very helpful in this community.
I would say, Madam Chair, Chairman Jeter, for us to add the other churches as well.
Yes.
To give them the opportunity to be a part of the volunteer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. You know I'm partial to Lincoln Heights.
I know. That's okay. Just want to be transparent. Yes, Councilman Daniels?
I just had a couple quick questions. The first one with the athletic sign, do we have a design, or do we already know who's coming up with the design?
The Reds. I don't have a design yet. It's going to say what it's already existing.
Gonna touch it up? Okay, that's cool. No, that's cool.
And not necessarily touch it up, Councilman Daniels. It might be new. But it'll just say the same.
New.
Oh,
Better
okay.
be new.
Okay, that's cool. I was just curious what the sign was going to be. The next one is what services or strategies did Dismore provide for the community impact grant? Saw that in there as well. You said it engaged in services of DSD advisor on strategy of the community impact grant.
Where pillars.
And your
Is it-
pillar of communications, branding, and marketing. Engage
page
the services
3.
of DSD. I'm assuming that's Dismore, or is DSD somebody else? I'm assuming that was Dismore.
Oh, I'm sorry, that probably is not worded correctly. So if you don't mind, may I delete that? What they did help us with is the state capital grant.
Okay, no, that
So
makes
I
sense.
apologize for that.
That makes sense. Well, with that then just lastly with Joe Shields then, just quick question on these, because big data person. Are there any measurable outcomes that Joe Shields and his team is using when it comes to engagement and outreach? Are we using Hootsuite, anything of that nature to really measure just the overall reach and engagement numbers? I was just curious.
We're not, what we view this, our engagement with the community, not just a fixed engagement like a meeting. We view like we're having the opportunity for the residents to volunteer. That's an engagement. We're measuring who came out for the community cleanup. That's an engagement. Who came out to the Reds game. That's considered an engagement. Anytime that we have an opportunity to touch the residents, that's what we're measuring, if we can measure that. So that's how we're looking at that.
Just quick follow. So just once again, I'm sure that Mr. Shields and just me personally, just because this is what I get jarged on at work all the time, because this is what I do. But what I was looking for, just kind of curious, especially when we're talking about the e-newsletter, and especially we're talking about from our digital standpoint, just like, if we're starting off here, what's our goal, right? Just like, what are we trying to get towards? So, I mean, I'm sure that makes sense, but I'm just, if Mr. Shields or if that team, obviously, just because obviously we're responsible for the taxpayers' dollars, we just don't, I'm sure there's something that they're working towards. It's just curious, like, what outcomes, when you're talking about communicating to the residents, or what outcomes, because these are things that can be measured, are you working towards that can be reported back to the residents as well. So obviously, if it's not today, that's not a problem. Just in the future, that would be interesting to just see if he has any type of analytics that would be interesting to go off of.
Madam Mayor. So I did provide some analytics, I think a verbal analytics. So he's growing our Facebook page. So if you notice that there are different stories from the newsletter are ending up on the Facebook page. We have updated the website. We're always trying to increase the number of the e-newsletter. And in addition to that is the overall newsletter. So from when I was here, we're just trying to really expand how we communicate with the residents in the community. But we can always begin to try to quantify that for you, because there are good analytics to just to know, especially from the Facebook standpoint and who's getting involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm sorry, because even just the traffic of our website, what folks are clicking on, what traffic, and I'm all interested in those type of things. Okay. So yeah, it'd be cool to get that data.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Is there a motion to accept the village manager's June 22nd, June 22 monthly report?
Motion.
Second. Okay, it's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, we're going to go back to communications to the council from the clerk of council, Lisa Randolph.
Mayor, I don't have anything at this time.
Okay, all right, thank you. Is there any old business?
Yes.
Ma'am.
It's actually old business from the law committee, but I wanted to bring it up now because this is the end of June, and I think the manager was supposed to do like a street traffic assessment in terms of the stop signs and da-da-da-da-da. What do we need to do? Where do we put our no parking signs? What sides of the street? So if you can give us an idea when that would be ready, or what are we doing towards that effort?
It's called the mini grant. So we have engaged Kleinger's. They've just started on that, and I have asked them for a timeline because we need that to give that to the county So as soon as I get their timeline, they've already started. As soon as I can get their timeline of completion, I will mail that out to council.
All right, thank you. Anything else? Okay. All right, then we're gonna go straight into new business. Motion order for the first reading of resolution number 2022 R25, resolution authorizing John Key as a signer on the U.S. Bank National Association account connected with the general fund account for the Village of Lincoln Heights.
I move to read resolution number 2022-R-25 by title only.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Councilman Durance Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass. Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio. Resolution number 2022-R-25. Resolution authorizing John Key as a signer on the the U.S. Bank National Association account connected with the general fund account for the village.
Any questions? If there are no questions, motion to suspend the rules for resolution number 2022 R25.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Lyndon Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilman Durance Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass.
Motion for passage of resolution 2022 R25.
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Councilman Durance Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Abstain.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes, 1 abstention. The motion does pass.
Motion for the emergency clause of resolution 2022 R25.
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Councilman Durance Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Abstain.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes, 1 abstention. The motion does pass.
Motion order for the first reading of resolution 2022 R26, resolution removing Donna Pope as the signer on the U.S. Bank National Association account connected with the general fund account for the village.
Motion to read it by title only.
Second.
It's been moved in second to read by title only of resolution 2022 R26. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Councilman Durance Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass. Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio. Resolution number 2022-R-26. Resolution removing Donna Pope as signer on the U.S. Bank National Association account connected with the general fund account for the village.
Any
Motion
que-
to suspend the rules.
Second.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
That was
I'm
no
sorry, Mayor.
question. I guess that was no, I said, oh, I guess there was no question. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass.
Motion for passage of Resolution 2022 R26.
Motion.
Second.
Moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass.
Motion for the emergency clause of Resolution 2022 R26.
Motion.
Second.
Been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass.
Okay. Is there any miscellaneous business?
Yes,
Madam Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
I have one. And I'm going to talk this through before I make the motion, but I would like for Law Committee to take up the accrued pay policy and law as it's referenced in the mayor's or the manager's report concerning separation of employment of village services. And just wanted to ask the law chair before making that motion if he was okay with that.
No. Good. Bring it up on Monday.
All right, I'd like to make a motion that council refer to law the accrued pay policy upon the separation of employment from the village services.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Stinson,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 7 aye votes. The motion does pass.
All right. Any other miscellaneous?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask the manager if she could provide for us the community makeover scope for Serenity Park and the administration building.
I just wanted to do just a trickle.
Can't hear you?
I wanted to do just a trickle. So,
No, we don't do
so
trickles. You know, really
how
trickle on
about
down.
I don't have that, so I can send it out, or we could talk about it, and I could send it out.
I mean,
it's
either
a-
way, I'm
yeah,
just saying, since
I
we
can.
see what all is going to happen with Memorial Field, we know the Serenity Park is some things are going to be done, and then the administration building. And again, I'm just going to say, I think that, when it comes to Serenity Park, I like to see what's going to happen, just in case we may have some suggestions as to, or do we have choices? Do you want this or that, so if you can list that, I mean, you may not have a cost, but you may have the things that you've talked about perhaps doing.
I think I can send that out to you.
Madam Mayor, while you talking, can I say something about
Yes.
that?
Yes. Go ahead.
I am involved with 2 other organizations that got their information a long time ago as to what they were doing. So it is important as council members that we also have information about what's going on in the village. So when concerned citizens stop us, we can say this has been done, this, and this. So it is important. I know you want to give it to us a little bit at a time, but we do need it all, in my opinion.
Okay. Got anything else? Any other miscellaneous? Okay. If there's no other miscellaneous, is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
How you gonna
All
steal
right.
this
Have a good
baby's
night.
thunder?